Good evening, everyone. I'm Bob Kroll, I'm the mayor of Carson City, and I'm here with Chief Strehans, who's our emergency management coordinator. He's actually running everything, all emergency services you see going on around the city here. I'd like to say a big pat on the back to all the city personnel who've been out in the rain and other places working to make sure that everybody's one, safe, and two, working to make sure that we're doing as much as we can to make sure that, you know, the effects of the storm are minimized. And I know there are some areas, I just got back from looking at certain areas in town. I know there are some areas on North Carson Street and some areas on the east side of Carson, you know, that are having difficulties. And believe me, we're on that. But also, I want to thank the citizens of Carson City for, you know, what they've done to make sure that, you know, so far, you know, knock on wood, we haven't had any loss of life or any personnel injuries. We've had minimal property damage, and a lot of that is because our citizens in this community have stood up to make sure that their property and the property of their neighbors has been taken care of. And so a big pat on the back to our community members as well for doing everything they can to minimize the effects of this storm. We're going to have all non-emergency personnel don't report to work tomorrow. The city offices will be closed except with the exception of non-emergency personnel. And I think the courts will be making their own determination here pretty quick. But for Carson City, all city offices, with the exception of our emergency personnel, don't come in. We just as soon have you safe and sound and not on the streets, okay? And again, let me just end by saying a big thanks to our folks who are working inside and outside in our city to make sure that we're safe, and a thanks to our citizens who are out there doing the same exact thing to make sure that we weather this in the best manner we can possible. So with that, Chief, let me turn it over to the guy who really knows what's going on here, Chief Strehans.
Thank you. What we'd like to say to everybody is thank you for calling in on our hotline. We've had over 100 calls notifying us of potential flooding situations, which has really taken the load off of our 911 system, which was the whole goal. Also, please be advised of all of the information we have is on our social media. We want you to look at Facebook, look at Twitter, and also go ahead and go to the Carson City website, which has links to where the flooding and information is there. We still have sandbags all throughout the city, and that will be going on all night long. We also have crews out here all night long. And just to give you a typical type of resources, we have over 600 guys working here in the field trying to help us out between us and Washoe County and the areas that are here. We know that some of the houses have been involved. We know that some folks have had more flooding than others, and we're doing our best to minimize those damages for everybody. I know we have crews that are out working with sandbags, trying to protect those homes and to make some of the flood damage we're not going to be able to stop, to minimize it as much as possible. So again, we really want you guys to stay off the roads tomorrow. If it's raining and snowing, let our emergency crews do their jobs. Notify us on the hotline of potential incidents, and we'll prioritize those calls and get right to it. So again, thank you for all your support from emergency management. And
let me just repeat, all non-emergency personnel tomorrow, city offices are closed. For all non-emergency personnel, don't come in. And the non-emergency hotline number is 887-2355. That's 887-2355. And I've had people call me and tell me they've called that number and they've gotten some great results if there's an issue going on. So thank you very much. And Chief, I want to say thanks to you.
Oh, thank you.
Thanks. Okay.
Thanks for everybody working here. All right. Thank you.